So why are the defending champions struggling in January, and should their fans begin to worry? Let's get the answers from AJ Neuharth Keusch, NBA reporter for USA Today, who joins us live via Skype from Tysons, Virginia. Good morning, AJ.
Good morning, Mika. How's it going?
We're doing well. Hope you're doing well, too. The Cavs probably are not doing so well, AJ. How can you explain the defending champions losing 6 of their last 8?
Well, it's not really something you can explain. You know, it's nothing we've really seen before. I think it all obviously starts with the big three, and I think LeBron James' most recent comments where he called out his teammates, he basically said everybody on the team is only him and Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, and while that may be essentially true, that's not really a way to lead a team. And the front office is the place to have that conversation, not through the media, because obviously if you say that to the media, we're going to be talking about it right now and for a couple weeks, because it's LeBron James and it is the defending champions. And I mean, it was funny, I was talking to a colleague about this yesterday. I mean, you don't see Russell Westbrook complaining when he loses a top 5 player to the Golden State Warriors, or, there's Anthony Davis in New Orleans. They started out the season 6-12. And he actually said to the media, I love my teammates. They're doing everything they can. They're leaving it all out on the floor. So, I mean, obviously, it's different situations. The New Orleans Pelicans aren't defending champions, but, it's definitely not good. And when you see the Cavs, again, last night, they shot 17 of 34 from the free throw line. You had Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving both miss crucial late game free throws. Like you said, they've lost 6 of their last 8 games. LeBron has had 2 straight triple-doubles. We were just talking about Westbrook with those crazy triple-doubles. LeBron's been playing great, but, they're still dropping these games. But, you asked if fans should panic. No, they should not. Obviously, it's perfect timing because the Raptors have lost 5 straight. The Cavs are still 30-14. They're still 3 games ahead of the Raptors, and they still are the defending champions. So, it's January. It's definitely not time to panic. They're still favorited to go back to the finals, but it's a little bump in the road for sure.
A little bump in the road that has led King James to do his subtweeting again on Twitter. Let's read one of those tweets that LeBron posted. He said, I'm not mad or upset at management because David Griffin and the staff have done a great job. I just feel we still need to improve in order to repeat, if that's what we want to do. I wonder if he's setting up maybe some moves that management should do during the trade deadline. What do you think, AJ?
Yeah, I mean, it's no secret that LeBron runs that team. It all runs through him. So I would not be surprised to see them bring in somebody before the trade deadline. I mean, we still have a little less than a month's time, but you mentioned it with the subtweeting. It happened last year and it worked out. They ended up winning the championship. But that whole if that's what we want to do thing, I mean, obviously that's what they want to do. Obviously the Cavaliers want to win a championship again. Obviously they want to go and beat Golden State and, make history again. So like I said, I think there's really kind of no place for it. But it worked last year. So if it works again, more power to LeBron.
Okay, maybe you can help settle the anxiety of some of the Cavs fans here in Manila that Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving are not going anywhere despite, whatever trade rumors they might hear.
Yeah, Kevin Love and Kyrie Irving are not going anywhere. You saw that there was the little rumor yesterday about Carmelo for Kevin Love and a little trade going on there. They're not going to get rid of the big three the year after they win the championship. I mean, I've heard that phone call lasted 30 seconds, right? So the Carmelo Kevin Love phone call. So there's really nothing to worry about. I think the only thing that the Cavs are going to do now is add somebody, maybe bring in a veteran ball handler just to take a little bit off of LeBron and Kyrie when it goes to the bench, maybe give Kay Felder a little bit less of a role, but those guys are going to stay.
So once again, just for the benefit of the Cavs fans here in the Philippines, AJ says no need to worry. It's a minor bump. No, none of the big three are going anywhere. However, 6 out of 8, losing 6 out of 8 is still a cause for concern. When could this streak end? Their next opponent will be the Brooklyn Nets.
So hopefully there, you expect it to end there. We were expecting it to end last night. You expected LeBron, after all this, everything that's been going on with the media, you expected him to come out and lead his team to victory. And obviously that did not happen. Obviously the Kings aren't a playoff contender right now. Those are the games that they should win. And, we definitely expect them to beat the Nets. We expect them to, going into the All-Star break, be doing a lot better than they are now. But again, they're still 3 games in first place. And, we don't see them finishing anywhere other than first place. And even if they do, they're the Cavaliers. They have LeBron James. When it comes to April, May, and June, that's when it really starts to matter.
I guess what's really funny about the Eastern Conference, so even with the Cavs having their struggles in January, the Raptors have their own problems, the Celtics have their own problems, so even these other teams that should be competing against the Cavs, they have their own things to worry about.
Yeah, it's almost like, like I said, LeBron kind of controls the league. You wonder if he's the reason the Raptors have lost 5 straight. The Celtics got that big win against Houston last night, but they lost to the Wizards before that. So the Eastern Conference, it's tough. It's kind of a mishmash of teams there, especially between the 5 and 10 seeds. They're all within a couple games of each other, and the Cavs are still have that 3-game lead. So it's a little crazy. You lose 6 of 8, and you're still have a 3-game lead. It's pretty interesting to see.
It's quite an achievement. You lose 6 out of 8, and yet everyone still expects the Cavs to win the East, and almost everyone expects the Cavs to go back to the NBA Finals. That's quite a feat to convince everyone, you included, myself included, that this should not be a problem.
It is, and again, I keep mentioning it. It all runs through LeBron James. You have a guy who's arguably been the best basketball player on the planet for the past decade. And, you add 2 arguably top 20 players in the league in Kyrie Irving and Kevin Love, and there's kind of nothing that this team can't do. You saw it down 3-1 in the finals last year, and you saw it on Christmas Day. They were down 14 going into the 4th quarter against this super team in Golden State, and they come back and win. Obviously there was a little bit of a different result last week in Oakland, but, there's really kind of nothing after what the Cavs did last year. There's no limit to what they can do. So, they're pretty special. And, obviously this is a slump. It is unexpected. It is a little bit cause for concern, but it's definitely not time to panic.
AJ Neuharth Keusch, NBA reporter for USA Today. Thank you so much, AJ, for joining us tonight.
Thank you, Miko.